Well, we've got one of these, so we better keep having a little bit of practice, I think. Right, it's a little bit different to the one I did before a few years ago. The instructions are. Anyway, I've prepared everything to save you watching me for half an hour. Also, I did a blackboard look. It's a bit glary, isn't it, there? Anyway, we're doing a 1.5 pound loaf, and so I can read it without my glasses on, and so you can read it. Well, I did the blackboard for a video prop, you see. I thought we'd give a bit of fun, you know, do school teacher or something. So, and then I've got that done, and I had that box of chalk left from that paint mill job, so I thought, well, we'll see if it works, and it does. So what you got to do anyway is put them ingredients in the order you got there, and you must put the yeast in last, and the flour has to cover everything. So how it works, here's the machine, look. You see it's got an element and a stirring thing, right? And that, you oil that pan, it's well oiled, look. And there's a paddle in the bottom, and that usually sticks to the bottom of the loaf. And it takes 3 hours, well, almost 3 hours this one does. So what you do, we put that in there. As you can see, it goes like that and twists, and it goes on, that's it, and it's in, right? Now the first thing that goes in, if you see, is the water, and it's got to be above 21 degrees and less than 40, I think it is, between 21 and 36, something like that, because if it's hotter than that it kills the yeast, and if it's cold it doesn't work. So I had a little experiment yesterday, and with my digital thermometer, which seemed to work on that. If you can see, that's 15 or 16 degrees, so it's too cold. And if I put it in for 20 seconds like that, you should see that we'll see, should be about right, I think. What I've done, it says 1 1/8 cup, but what I've done is put 200 millilitres in, then I'm going to put 70 millilitres in. I'm doing it that way, and then we should get it right. Because the only thing that you want to, that can ruin things, there we are, that's 25 degrees you see now, so that'll be alright. Lukewarm, that's just right. So I'll do the other 70 millilitres, and then I'll get back to you. So there's the water in. Next, skim milk powder, 2.5 tablespoons, which I've measured out, right, and put in here to save time because it's quite a clot. So you just tip it in like that in the water. Then we want sunflower oil, right, 2.5 tablespoons of that, and I'll put that in this cup, see. So we tip that in like that. I'll just let it drain well for a second or two. That's it. Did put a couple of drops too much in that just to make sure. So sunflower oil, sugar, 2.25 tablespoons of sugar, which is here, right, in that one. So we put that in like that. 1.25 teaspoons, 1.25 teaspoons of salt. That goes in there. That's it. A tiny bit up to the bottom. That'll be alright. Then strong bread flour, 3 cups, which I put in this. And what you do, you scatter that all over so it covers the water. There mustn't be any showing, you know. And you see the paddle, it's got to be covered. So we keep going like this, don't matter, because when we're finished you've got to check that to start with you've got to get mucky. You want clean hands, and you've got to check that the paddle is still on. Yes, it is. And you make a hole there, making sure there isn't any liquid showing, because that would ruin the yeast. And then make a little hole in the middle, and the last thing you put in is 1 1/4 teaspoons, which is here, of yeast. So we've got to pick that up without spilling it and put that in the middle there like that, and that's 1/4 teaspoon. Oh, spilt some. Right, I'll just have to recover that. Right, I've had a bit of a clean up look and square up and wash up and that. Right, it's ready to go now. So all you do is shut the lid. Now on this one you've got lots of options, but we're doing the number one, the simple one, which comes on when you plug it in. So all you have to do is plug it in and it switches on, and it's number one, and it takes 3 hours. If you can just see that. See? And all you do is press start. When it gets warm, that steams up and you can't see through it, but you can at the moment. Glary somehow, but anyway. You can see it started mixing, can't you? So there you are. All we do now is go and sit down until it's finished. Look at this. Got my young mate Brad, who's got the moggy that you remember, come to visit. Lovely day today. So we're waiting for this, and he can take a fresh baked loaf home with him. And we've not got long to go, as you can see. Any few seconds now it'll be finished, and then we can show you it. So it's all worked out very well. It has. There we are, it's ready. So now we have a look at it, and as you can see it looks quite nice, doesn't it? So there we are. It was hot, so you've got to use these. Here, can you do the honours? Oh, just hold it, pointing at me, taking it out.
Yeah.
Right, so we take it out. You've got to have oven gloves on because it's hot, and then you tip it out the pan like this. There we are. Now the only thing is, now I will put that out the way back in there just for now. The only thing is, you need a plastic implement, which I will have to use this because the paddle gets embedded in the loaf usually. Right, there you go. Look, we've got to let it cool because I can't quite get it out. I've nothing really suitable to get it out with. But anyway, that's what you do, and it's non-stick, you see, so it's got to be plastic. You mustn't use anything metal to get it out. But there we go. So what I'm going to do is wrap this up so this nice young man, my lovely friend, can take it home for his tea and his family.
Be able to get a nice few sandwiches out of that, and
you will.
Some lovely, just have it warm,
yeah,
with butter and that, and
yeah,
it'll just be really nice.
It will. Fresh baked bread, and it's done a good job, hasn't it? As you can see.
That's much better than you can buy in any supermarket.
Oh, easy is. Yeah, it's easy is. Right, so there you go. We've had a bread making practice, so we might stand a chance of making a loaf when I get some flour ground. See you soon.